is the SA to the Governor on General Duties, Barrister Ekpenyong Akoba. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Blessing. Morning, viewers. My pleasure to be at CRBC this morning.
Welcome to the program, sir. Also joining us is the Commissioner for Transportation, Pastor Ekpenyong Kobams. Good morning, sir.
Morning, Blessing.
Good to have you.
Morning, Perseverance. It's my pleasure to be on this program.
You're welcome, sir. Quickly, sir, we are looking at the remarkable achievements of His Excellency, for 2 years in office. So I'm going to ask you, we've seen a lot of progress in infrastructure, sector, education, and healthcare. So which of these, sectors will you say are the remarkable projects of His Excellency?
First of all, let me start by thanking God Almighty for His love, His protection and blessings for the governor we have in Cross River State. Because Cross River State is blessed to have a governor in his wards who have handed over leadership to Governor Jesus. In Cross River State, we have a governor that is God-fearing, and Master Jesus is on the throne. The governor is only but his messenger. Now, in your intro, you're talking about achievements in infrastructure, healthcare. It is difficult for one to list out. In fact, when we're trying to do an overview of numerous sectors, I'm happy the Commissioner of Transport is here. Every sector is competing with each other. There is no sector, there is no ministry or department or agency of government that have not witnessed massive transformation. Principle 2, pragmatism in leadership is second to none. And just 2 years, people are left with no choices than to begin to endorse him for another term, even when the political calendar is yet to be lifted. So when you talk about infrastructure, it is true that there is massive intervention in infrastructural development. When you talk about health interventions, it is true. When you talk about inherited projects, is it cultural center by our left here? Is it the state library by our right? Is it the edifice we have as governor's office today? You could see remodeling of structures in Cross River State. Is it about roads that are heart-beating? When you talk about roads that have been abandoned over 3 decades, you talk about virgin roads. So for me, His Excellency have done what has been expected of him. Is it about industrial revolution? Is it about our cargo airport? Is it about the Obudukato Ranch? Is it about Okele Road that Okele people have now been heard? Is it about the urbanization of Ugeb Urban? Today, you can, within Ugeb Metropolis, access the various roads. Yesterday, we were commissioning a thing in Abasi. For those that are residents in Calabar, that know where to Martin Abasi, Uwanse, Atamono is. You agree with me that no one will imagine that such construction could be done. Is it about educational intervention, free WAEC fees, remodeling of schools? So for me, the governor have put us on the spot whereby it is difficult to determine where has been given more attention, because all sectors, is it about sports intervention? All sectors, is it about the transport sector? So for me, we now have our planes ready to fly. So for me, His Excellency have covered the field. As a lawyer, this is a case where evidence abound and the fact is speaking for itself. And we say thank you, Your Excellency, for not failing us, for fulfilling your campaign promises. Office of Excellency is giving a lot of medical intervention, humanity without boundaries, women inclusion in politics. Gender equality is not a fundamental right issue. Courtesy of Excellency's office. So for me, 2 years is 2 years of purposeful leadership, a government that is focused, a government that can be said to be productively progressive, and we're happy that Cross River State is green and clean again. We're happy that the basic responsibility of every government, which is fundamentally to protect lives and properties, has been achieved by the governor. Today you can walk around the town at midnight and beyond midnight alone without any security following you, and you can get home safely. Is it about the electrification, urban beautification? You know our stadium where you have the Moninkum effigy. It's very unique. So for me, we are proud of the governor, and 2 years is 2 years of total democratic delivery of dividends.
Thank you so much, Essie, for giving us more insight on that. My next question is to the Commissioner, sir. We've seen the implementation of the electric bikes, being introduced into the transport system. So, can you, how does the introduction of electric bikes align with the state's broader transportation and environmental goals?
Thank you very much. Just like my colleague has been trying to elucidate the achievements of His Excellency, it's multifaceted. And I think that the compass with which he established that it is a people-oriented government, and the people's first is at the fulcrum of his attention. That sets the ball rolling in all of the policy direction of the government. Now, in the transportation sector, as it concerns the introduction of the electric bike, the last hike in fuel price got us thinking. In consideration of where we were and where we're going, we don't have an economy that could consistently absorb such volatility. And in consideration of that fact, His Excellency said, look, we must keep the price of goods and services down. And in that consideration, we realized in our analysis that, look, the state economy is absolutely agrarian. And much of these products are far in the farms, in the forest, and what have you. What is the possible way to help keep this price down and keep this channel flowing in the entire ecosystem? And we realize that an average product comes out of the farm, because these farm roads are very narrow roads. They come out with the bikes, and the cost of fueling a bike a day for such activity, such service delivery, had gone up to between 7,000 to 10,000 naira daily. So he boldly said, we have to look for an alternative source of energy. Let's do a seed investment in electric motorcycle. One, for the protection of our ecosystem. Two, to bring down the cost of production of goods and services. And we got into the market engaging with partners that could, help us partner to bring this policy to play, and also helping to create jobs. What we've acquired first, which I call the seed investment, it's 200 Spiro electric bikes from Spiro Mobility Solution. They are on ground as I speak to you. They are establishing swap centers. They are commencing training of Cross River indigents in servicing of this infrastructure. That is going to create over 300 jobs. And now, how much would you be needing to swap your battery daily? That's about 1,000 naira only. That takes out the cost of about 9,000 naira from the production chain daily. So, without anything, His Excellency is going to restore the savings of about 9,000 naira in the pocket of a farmer who uses motorcycle in bringing out his produce. That will have a multiplier effect on the value chain. So it is a well thought out program, and we're also expecting about 300 bikes that are coming in from China, and it's going to be a continuum. So by the end of this government, we'll be talking about, maybe we would have put into the system a minimum of about 2,000 to 3,000 naira electric bikes, and these bikes are coming with superior maintenance facility. And we're now encouraging Cross Riverians who are using bikes, leave the fossil fuel powered bikes, okay, and go for the electric bike, so as to get this advantage of bringing down the cost of your production. So it's a wonderful policy, and it's a bold step in the right direction.
All right, before we come back to you, Commissioner, I have one last question for Essie. Looking ahead, what are the governor's key priorities for the next 2 years, and how do they build up, the foundation laid in the first 2 years?
Yes, the future is very bright because there have been a lot of projects ongoing and completed. The guarantee is that those ongoing will be completed to ensure that the vision is realized. And His Excellency is interested in sustaining democratic gains and also empowering the growing generation. We've ventured into a lot of school acquisition, partner with Skyron, train our youth in electrical electronics. We send over 300 youths to Nasarawa, agri-based training for self-sufficiency and food security. Now, for the coming 2 years, Cross River states have done a lot of attraction of investors. You go to Marina Resort, you see the Blakes. What is there? You won't believe that it's within less than a year, because most of this project did not begin with the administration. They came a year later, and some of the projects in 7 months are near completion. That means in 2 years they'll be before 2 years they'll be completed. And that is why people are saying, Your Excellency, do not be distracted. Just continue to lead us into 8 years. Because the transformative action that is very intentional is, like they used to say, visible to the blind. So in the coming months, running into another year, we'll witness more projects being completed and many interventions realized in all sectors. So I want to continue to solicit for more prayers for the governor and continuous support by Cross Riverians. Our governor is apolitical. Our governor is a man that accepts all categories. The downtrodden, everybody is part of his administration because it is a people first administration. And we believe that by the time the governor is done with Cross River State, definitely the entire world will be heading towards Cross River.
Thank you so much for being a part of the program this morning.
Thank you.
Always. We'll continue the conversation with the Commissioner for Transportation. Stay with us because we'll be right back.